Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are tracking a number of big stories today, in particular the race to be Karnataka Chief Minister, which is on its way to Delhi. But we are getting breaking news right now from Pakistan, where you won't believe this. The Pakistan government has passed a resolution against the Chief Justice. This is the government passing a resolution against the very head of the Pakistani judiciary. We've seen how ever since the Supreme Court of Pakistan gave bail to Imran Khan, ensured that Imran Khan gets out of the predicament in which he was, i.e. lodged in jail, the government of Pakistan has been threatening the justices with arson. It is openly spoken out and called for protests against the Supreme Court, and one such protest is ongoing at the moment. And now we have a formal resolution being passed by Pakistan, a complete breakdown of all norms of governance over there, where two pillars of governance, the executive and the judiciary, are in an open war. It's not just a tiff, it's not just a disagreement. They have approved a resolution against the Supreme Court. This is after government ministers were openly threatening the justices of the Supreme Court. Let's watch now the moment when in the Pakistan Assembly this resolution against the Supreme Court was passed against the Chief Justice of Pakistan.
Strongly condemns actions that compromise the fair administration of justice and calls for transparency, accountability and adherence to the principles of justice, impartiality and fairness by the Supreme Court to restore public trust in the judicial system. Shukriya.
Now I put the resolution to the House. The question is that the resolution has moved be adopted. All those in favor of the resolution may say aye. All those against it may say no. I think the ayes have it, and consequently the resolution is adopted unanimously.
Without bias or favoritism, maintaining the trust and confidence of the people. This House expresses concern over overt bias in decisions by the Supreme Court that has undermined its credibility and impartiality, particularly if it favors one political party over others, by turning it in the mind of the people, public, into just another political institution. The court undermines its legitimacy and the credibility of its judgments. This House also strongly condemns actions that compromise the fair administration of justice and calls for transparency, accountability and adherence.
So there you heard it. It's unbelievable, but the Pakistan government in the assembly has accused the Supreme Court of being biased in favor of Imran Khan's party, the PTI, and they have passed a resolution against the Chief Justice. We have now a number of different places where the government has spoken out against the Supreme Court. Let's go across to Kaswar, who is joining us from Islamabad. Kaswar, a question to you is, also in the allegations against Imran Khan, he is accused of diverting the money that was supposed to be paid as a fine to the Supreme Court. Is that also a reason why the Supreme Court is a player in this? How is this opposition to the judiciary being read in Pakistan?
Well, let me tell you, that is a fact that the Supreme Court has been divided over its last week bid in which it gave relief to former Prime Minister Imran Khan. That is only a factor. But let me tell you that in Pakistan, it's a long story between the political parties and also Supreme Court of Pakistan. Let me tell you, the resolution that was passed today has a number of, the points. But one of the most important points is this resolution, which was passed by the National Assembly of Pakistan today, will actually close the door of Supreme Court meddling into the political affairs of Pakistan. That is really very, very important. Let me tell you very clearly, when it comes to discuss the Supreme Court and also the Pakistan's lower house of parliament, definitely both are sacred institutions, but the Supreme Court of Pakistan is actually born to respond to the National Assembly. National Assembly of Pakistan is actually a supreme institution which passes resolution, and the Supreme Court of Pakistan, among other institutions, are bound to obey what they passes. So today's, the resolution that was passed by the National Assembly of Pakistan will actually close the door on Supreme Court of Pakistan to interfere into the political matters of Pakistan. It is really very, very important resolution, and it was passed today. And on the other hand, you have rightly pointed out that the gulf between the Supreme Court of Pakistan and the lower house of parliament is widening every coming day. And today we have seen that the resolution that was passed by the National Assembly of Pakistan today was really important. That has many aspects, but one of the most important aspects is that today the Supreme Court of Pakistan, the fight between the Supreme Court of Pakistan and the National Assembly was ended today after the passing of this resolution, and the National Assembly of Pakistan has actually declared that it is the most supreme institution in Pakistan, and Supreme Court of Pakistan will have to obey every move, every,
Kasbar, remain with us. Thanks for sharing that input. We have Major General G.D. Bakshi also joining us on the phone line. Major General Bakshi, the Pakistan Assembly has passed a resolution against the Supreme Court's Chief Justice. How do you read this unprecedented step in any kind of democracy, isn't it?
Absolutely. You see, previously Pakistan was only facing economic meltdown. Now it is on the brink of state meltdown, complete collapse of the state and a complete and unruly civil war that will be racking this God-benighted nation, which is on the brink of, this is endgame Pakistan. I have been saying for a long time, this is endgame Pakistan. It was most ill-timed, this offensive against Imran Khan at a time when the state is facing financial collapse, at a time when the people don't know where to get the square meal from. What you are seeing on the streets of Pakistan is the frustration of the people of Pakistan, is the complete outrage of the people of Pakistan against their government, which can't give them a square meal a day, which can't provide them electricity and basic amenities, and the politicians are now taken to squabbling at a time when they should all be putting their energies together to somehow pull the country out of this morass. They are doing everything possible to deepen the chaos, to add to the absolute mayhem that is the state of Pakistan. The real fear is for the rest of the world is that Pakistan is a nuclear-armed country. There are attacks against the last institution that has been holding that country together, that is the Pakistan Army. That army is now itself under direct attack from Imran Khan and his party. There is endgame Pakistan.
So Major General Bakshi, precisely on that, is there any institution that remains in Pakistan which is sacrosanct? Now the judiciary has come under attack. The politicians, one never believes in any case. The army is the one that is facing the most amount of attack from Imran Khan, and now the people of Pakistan. Who really is sacrosanct or sacred in Pakistan anymore?
None whatsoever. Every single institution is under attack. The politicians have thoroughly discredited themselves. They have proven to be very craven, clinging to their posts, trying to cling to power at any cost. The Supreme Court, the courts in Pakistan are now themselves under attack. The Pakistani army, which claimed to be the guardian of the ideology of Pakistan, is under severe attack. The Pakistani state is facing economic meltdown and complete collapse, Like I said, it is a nuclear-armed state, and if its nukes are up for the grabs by non-state actors, not only the region, the world has had it. It will be facing its worst nightmare. It may be time now for the world to wake up and intervene.
Right. I think what we're seeing is a country completely falling apart. Major General G.D. Bakshi and Kaswar, thank you for joining us. Let's watch once again the resolution that was passed in the Pakistan Assembly against their own Supreme Court Chief Justice. Take a look.
Undermines its legitimacy without bias or favoritism, maintaining the trust and confidence of the people. This House expresses concern over overt bias in decisions by the Supreme Court that has undermined its credibility and impartiality, particularly if it favors one political party over others, by turning it, in the mind of the people, public, into just another political institution. The court undermines its legitimacy and the credibility of its judgments. This House also strongly condemns actions that compromise the fair administration of justice and calls for transparency, accountability and adherence to the principles of justice, impartiality and fairness by the Supreme Court to restore public trust in the judicial system. Shukriya.
Now I put the resolution to the House. The question is that the resolution as moved be adopted. All those in favor of the resolution may say aye. All those against it may say no. I think the ayes have it, and consequently the resolution is adopted unanimously.
Major General S.P. Sinha joining us, and you've just heard that bite, Major General, of unprecedentedly the Pakistan Assembly passing a resolution against its own Chief Justice. What do you read from this? Is there anything left in Pakistan, any institution worth its salt that can somehow bring the country out of this predicament?
Nothing is left. The whole Sri Lanka is on fire. The Sri Lanka of Pakistan is on fire. Pakistan stands totally devastated. How can they pass a resolution against judiciary? That means by passing such a resolution against the Chief Justice of Pakistan, they are trying to say they have no faith in Chief Justice of Pakistan. If they have no faith, then they should go for impeachment. How can they demean or belittle Chief Justice of Pakistan? And he has taken a holistic view. Where was the resolution? Why not the resolution was passed? When Imran Khan was dragged by Pakistan Rangers, the ex-Prime Minister of Pakistan, being treated so shabbily. Was he a criminal? Was he a rapist? Was he a dacoit? Who was he? Who is he? He is ex-Prime Minister of Pakistan. At least he should have been given a dignified treatment. That was not done. At that time, the Pakistan Assembly did not bother to point out this. When the PTA workers were on the street, why Rangers used force? And when the same demonstration has been carried out by PDM members, the Rangers have not done anything. So just because you are in the government, you cannot be selective. You cannot target others. And you cannot say that rule stands for judiciary, rule stands for Imran Khan, but rule is not relevant to me. It does not happen that way. So I think it is a very sad commentary on the political wisdom of PDM and Shahbaz Sharif. This shows that he is totally helpless, nervous, and he does not know what to do. He knows he cannot get any, opposing order from or unpleasant order from Supreme Court Chief Justice. So he is very glad. Till September, he has to bear.
Right.
The PDM, Shahbaz Sharif, has to bear with this present Chief Justice of Pakistan.
Is there something more to this, but would the government simply move a resolution against the Chief Justice without, say, for instance, the deep state or the Pakistan army's prodding? That's something that remains to be seen. I thank Major General S.P. Sinha also for joining us. This is a story that we've been tracking right since its beginning, and it keeps taking more and more alarming turns, and it's totally impossible to predict. So keep an eye on what's happening in Pakistan, viewers on Republic TV and Republic World. Viewers, meanwhile,